and Mistress Harley. Hello again, raggedy bitches. It is the Awesome Podcast. We are not like other wrestling podcasts because we love AEW most of all. Today, we are covering Rampage and Collision from November 25th. It was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, not in Philly, as Matt Taven thought it was. So, today, as always, I have my fabulous co-hosts, Diana Prince, also your mom.
Oh, they can't see that this time. We're not doing on.
Oh, they can't see that, right?
You're missing some hilarity on audio, people.
Oh man!
And Johnny fucking Taylor, who's
That's
also here. Yes.
I'm here. Hell yeah! What's up, y'all?
So we have a lot to talk about. Diana, were you at the live show?
I love that people think I'm at every one. No, I was not at this one.
Well, I know you like to travel and you're there all the time. So
I pick and choose, and this wasn't at the top of my list.
Hey, fair enough. You can't get me to go to Pennsylvania for fucking nothing.
Oh, that's not what I meant. I just meant, I need a break.
Fair enough. So
I'd rather go to Pittsburgh than Appleton. I'll tell you that.
Stop it!
Oh my God, the grudge against Appleton lives.
I am going to start a podcast that is just pro Appleton to make up for all those. Just the Appleton lovers pod.
But who will you have as your guests?
Everyone in Appleton, one at a time.
It's going to be a boring ass podcast.
Oh my God, Johnny. All right, back to wrestling. We got a double feature of Rampage and Collision, and I feel like I have to say that Tony booked a double feature against Survivor Series. And so he's drawing a line in the sand. Like, it's war, right? It's just like the Monday Night Wars back when WCW and WWE were on Monday night at the same time. So it's kind of exciting for those of us watching the war. But it started off with Hook versus Rocky Romero. Hook won. He's still the FTW champion. There was so many chops, and he looks like a skinny Post Malone to me. I'm like, if Post Malone lost weight, he'd look like Hook.
Fair.
I've never considered that.
During Rocky Romero's clothesline barrage, I swear to God, he started to cry, you guys. I recognize male tears. I swear he was crying.
Aww.
But what did you guys think?
Shit, I didn't notice that. But if he was, I'm like, man, toughen up, little hooky.
Okay, I'm going to be full disclosure. I thought we were just covering Collision, so I haven't seen it. So you guys are going to have to just fill me in.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. We didn't discuss this beforehand. We should have meetings.
Our preparation.
We're loosey-goosey. That's what we're known for. We're not like other pods, like plan stuff. Lame.
Right. Planning for nerds.
Right.
I think we should power through it so that the listeners don't miss out.
Fill me in. Let me know what I need to go back and watch.
And I want your opinions on, the people and the personalities and the storyline.
Okay, I love Hook.
Yeah, there you go. We love Hook. We love Red Rum. So then we have a Wheeler Yuta Blackpool Combat video package where he talks about how no one likes him. So I guess he got your notes, Johnny.
Yes, baby. Let's go. I love it. I love impacting the fucking universe.
Was his acting better? Has he improved? Was his promo any better this time?
It wasn't bad.
Yay. He's learning.
All right, so overwhelmingly wasn't bad.
Hey, that is a big step
better. Up. That's better than the drizzling shits that it was before.
Oh, filthy talk. So let's move on to the ladies. Chris Statlander versus Diamante. Also, Mercedes Martinez was there to watch. I don't know. Maybe they're together. I like to hope. Of course, Chris Statlander won this one, and she is so fucking strong. She did a bridge, and Diamante jumped on her, and she kept the bridge. She's so fucking strong.
Whoa. I definitely need to go back and see that.
Chris Statlander is a fucking badass athlete. Good Lord.
She is.
But I can't warm up to her. I think I'm still just annoyed that she's not an alien anymore. Might be what it boils down to.
You know what? I agree. Yeah. Like, gimmick is important. Being strong is great, but I also want gimmick. I do like that she signs in ASL, which was that was my second language in college. Aww. And so I like respect. But yeah, where's the alien?
I want some nose booping, man.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm with you on that.
After the bell, Martinez attacked Statlander, and then Willow Nightingale came out from the back and saved her. So, and then they stood tall, like tall, beautiful women. So, alliances are being forged.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best promo came after that, where Daniel Garcia is in an empty arena talking to himself. And then he says, I feel like a pinfall eating loser. And boy, do I agree. If a guy tells me he's a loser, who am I to question?
Aw, no, Danny, don't feel bad about yourself. You're doing great.
He needs to get a W, though. He's right, man. He's been looking up at the lights this whole year.
He's just lost. He'll find himself.
He needs a better gimmick.
Well, he had the Jericho Appreciation Society, and he doesn't know what to do now that they're, disbanded. He's wrestling with, am I a sports entertainer? Am I a wrestler? So, like, once he decides and finds himself, he's going to be a force to reckon with.
Yeah, his problem is relying on everybody else. He could be a one-man Jericho Appreciation Society. Like, why do you need other people to appreciate Jericho? Yeah, everybody else has simps.
Like Jericho simp. I like it. Let's pitch that to him.
Why not? So after that strong loser promo, we get the Kingdom talking about Roderick Strong and his neck and Adam Cole. And okay, I got to point this out. They kept talking about No Neck November, which they're kind of ripping off from like the weird porno world of No Nut November.
Oh, it's definitely an homage to that for sure.
Yeah, I liked it. They say MJF is the devil, and that's when fucking Matt Taven was like, I love you, Philly.
Yeah, Matt Taven tried to get a cheap pop. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he got a pop, but
I was gonna say it didn't work.
getting that cheap heat.
Yeah. And so somehow that led to the Kingdom fighting some like local jobbers who I will call the Dreadlock guys. And the Kingdom won. The crowd was kind of like, that was all right, I guess. Like, Johnny, you watched. What did you think?
These guys, this was Duke Davis and Danny Jones. And if you're going to have a jobber name, those are two perfect ones.
Yeah.
Duke Davis and Danny Jones. Not much to this one. I mean, Matt Taven had a really nice looking frog splash to win it. But it was, pretty ho-hum.
I don't, like, every time I see Matt Taven, I'm like, who is that guy? And then I have to...
He's completely unmemorable.
Yeah. Talk about someone who needs like a costume. Can we get the costume department and give him some like wings or something ridiculous?
Yeah, he does not stand out. Like I have to do sometimes.
So then we get the main event, which is the ROH Pure Championship. Wheeler Yuta versus Katsuyori Shibata. Wheeler Yuta won. He went for a handshake. And then instead, like, gets kicked, gets called a cheater. Then he kicks Shibata in the balls. And then Hook came out dressed as the Unabomber for some reason that I'm not.
That's his MO. He's been Unabomber since forever.
That's true. Unabomber since before Unabombers. Johnny, thoughts?
Dude, I thought it was a banger match. Like, I thought
Wheeler Yuta's a good wrestler. I know you don't like him on the mic.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Shibata he knows how to tell a story, and Yuta's so technically good. I thought they had good chemistry. I actually really enjoyed the match. It was actually, of Collision and Rampage, this was one of my favorite matches of the whole night.
Wow.
I don't think it could stand up to the women's match, but it was good. A strong second.
It's pretty good. Pretty fucking good.
I think the men need to up their game.
Dude, I'm always saying that.
But did you have final thoughts on Rampage before we go to Collision?
I thought it was solid. So here's the problem with last night. I understand. Okay, we're going to book this doubleheader, Rampage Collision. You're fucked. Like
exactly. No matter what.
It didn't matter. They could have put fucking nothing but fucking A-listers on there. Everybody in the fucking universe was going to watch Survivor Series, and then a huge payoff on Survivor Series. So this was a tough situation for them.
Yeah, and we'll get to Survivor Series and the overlapping complications of the ongoing war between the wrestling kingdoms. It was a no-win situation, but Tony's got balls. He was like, "Fuck it, line in the sand, just fuck it."
See, I just really don't think he saw it that way. I think he just saw, we ain't winning this no matter what. Let's just go about our business as normal. It was a pretty normal night. And so my take is that he kind of just took it as like, whatever, do your thing. We're just going to keep doing our thing too, you know? Because there's nothing like crazy that stood out or anything. It was just a normal. Yeah, like lately they have been doing Rampage and Collision together, and I think they should keep doing that. I hope they do, because like as far as live crowds go, I think it works better when Collision's paired with Rampage.
I agree. And both shows kind of don't quite, in my opinion, have enough like on standalone, but I'll watch them both together like one long show.
It makes it feel like a big event that way.
Exactly. And so, there was Survivor Series. Shit, we do have to talk about that. But Collision first. We get a cold open with Eddie Kingston, Brody King, Daniel Garcia. They all say they're going to win the Continental Classic, but that can't be true. All of them.
One of them's wrong. Two of them's wrong.
Yeah.
All three of them might be wrong.
But our first match, which I thought was a great match, was between beloved Claudio and self-proclaimed loser Daniel Garcia. Three guesses as to who won.
Let me just say, though, that Daniel Garcia's opener promo was amazing. He called Claudio he called him a big doofus, man. I fucking died. I'm like, thank you. That's the fucking perfect way to put it.
He kind of is a doofus.
He's such a big doofus. And I want to shout out to Matt, that black wrestling dude on Twitter, who he killed me basically, because he tweeted out I wrote it down so I can get exactly right. Hold on. Nice medium-sized sports bra, yo. Happy Claudio Day. Like his outfit, really he posted a picture. Like I wasn't watching it at that point. I just died over that. But like it was too accurate. He literally came out in a medium-sized sports bra.
That fashion tank that Claudio was wearing he looked fucking ridiculous.
Europeans always look kind of ridiculous, though. It's on brand. Like, have you ever traveled and then you're like in Thailand and there's a guy in a pair of Speedos with a backpack and flip-flops, and it's always like a European guy?
I mean, I'm fine with that. Wear what you want, but it's Claudio, so I wouldn't make fun of him. So nice sports bra, doofus.
Yeah, doofus. But then Daniel Garcia did his little dance, and it was like...
He did it with power, though. Like, usually he does it playful. He looked like angry dancing.
Oh, I thought it was the dance of sadness, like a stripper dancing for an empty room.
Oh, no. Wow, what a different take. I was like, oh, this is power dance.
He's power dancing.
Dude, after someone tells me they're a loser, I'm just going to see things through that lens.
I hadn't seen that. I didn't watch Rampage, so I only saw the doofus thing. So I thought he was like out for blood for Claudio. It's like, yeah, take this dance, Claudio.
the angry stripper dance. Yeah, like, you're going to watch me dance. You're watching it. You're watching it.
Fucking exactly. That's how I took it.
So, I like that we all kind of read that differently. I mean, that's funny. Then we get an Eddie Kingston promo where he's like, I guess a cold open wasn't enough. And I don't know. And then he wants a match, but he's still like vague about it. But then this was, sorry, spoiler, my favorite match of this show, Luchasaurus, I will not call him by the other name, versus the boys, who you guys know I love the fucking boys. You know I love them. Luchasaurus won, but that match, oh my God, he slammed one of the boys on one of those steel chairs and the chair bent. It
Oh my
bent the
God.
chair. Adam Copeland comes out from the crowd and saves the boys and beats Luchasaurus, but the boys took a fucking beating. Respect.
Dude, they did. I have to say, Luchasaurus and his little kill switch gear looks pretty badass. But he also looks sad, man. I feel bad for him.
He's been dominated by Christian, and I don't think anyone likes that.
And he got the shit kicked out of him so hard, man. He was dead on
That was the
mat.
worst I've ever seen him get his shit kicked out of him.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was a lot. But he's a dinosaur, and I need him to stay strong to his dinosaur roots. You know, Diana, you were talking about, like, where's the alien gimmick with Chris Statlander? I can't lose the dinosaur part. So if you got to be Kill Switchosaurus.
Should have called him Yoshi.
Oh, that would have gone over so
Yoshi.
hard. Yes. Then he could come out. He could come out with like an egg.
Aww.
Yeah, it would have been awesome.
Maybe
And then
breaks away from Christian.
Motherfucker, you're Yoshi.
Yeah, I mean, can we get like a Nintendo AEW partnership going on? These are my notes.
I mean, they just did Sega, so why not?
Why not?
You're right, Sega. There might be some crossover.
I didn't even know Sega
was
was still around.
I know. Well, it worked then. Their promo fucking worked.
It did work.
Apparently, Ric Flair has energy drinks. They keep having that
Oh,
in the
really?
background.
I had no
yeah.
idea. I had no idea Ric Flair had a fucking energy drink.
Holy fuck, man. It's
Literally in
so
my face.
prominent.
The whole fucking. I'm like, and it's such a, like, so much love to Ric Flair. It's like such a ridiculously dumb logo. And I'm like, man, you can't be having that 80 feet in the fucking air.
It's so weird. And it wasn't the first time they did it, I was like, okay, whatever, it's his night. It's not gone. It's like, when are we going to be done with that?
It's so off.
It's part of the decoration now.
I suspect that was part of his contract. He was like, look, I will show up to work, but you have to advertise my like Ric Flair blood energy drink all the time.
Dude,
so hardcore.
You got a fucking House of Black logo. It's supposed to be all fucking creepy and shit. And then you got fucking these big Ric Flair woo energy.
Yes.
I'm like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
It's spooky, but also woo.
Oh, I'm like, it's taking me out of the moment.
That said, though, I want to try it. So it works as well.
I will only try it if it is made from real Ric Flair.
I assume it is.
Oh, I got one. I smoked his pot.
Yeah,
See, I figured they can't advertise that, you know?
Mediocre.
Oh,
no
mediocre
way.
weed. No.
Mediocre.
Ric Flair, I'm
Yeah.
disappointed in you.
And the cartridge leaked really early.
No.
Oh.
So, fuck that.
Scathing review of the Ric
Wow.
Flair weed.
Well, I hope the energy drink's better.
I'm sure it's great. I'll try it. Send us a case, Ricky.
So after the beating of Luchasaurus, Adam Copeland is backstage yelling about friendship, and he's angry. He's always angry. Dad's always mad.
Well, he has reason to be. He's been like super betrayed, you know?
There's a lot of betrayal going around, including the betrayal of CM Punk. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So House of Black versus Commander and Gravity. And you guys know I love the Lucha guys. They're so fucking good. But House of Black won. But Commander did this like top rope, like tightrope walk to jump to flip that was fucking incredible.
It's true. That's his thing, man. He's amazing.
Oh, that motherfucker can go, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Real
But
talk.
there was a lot of like, why is everybody able to be in the ring without tagging? I didn't understand the rules of the match, really.
Maybe those house rules or something. Sometimes they're pretty vague on those house rules.
It's true.
Yeah, they're great with the graphics for like the brackets, but give me graphics for rules, give me graphics for everything.
Oh my god. Okay, side note. Are you guys very confused by the bracket shit? Because I am. I don't know the fuck they're talking about. I just watch it and say whatever.
So many points.
Right? Shit, dude. And like gold and blue and fucking 5 times 0 fucking whatever. Like, I don't know. Just tell me who wins.
Yeah.
It looks like the most complicated Sudoku board I've ever seen.
Right. I'm like, are we playing Wordle right now? Can I say this is a good point, Mr. Sarley, because there was a point where Commander tagged in Gravity,
Yes.
and Gravity was just on the outside for like 30 seconds, like waiting. I'm like, what's happening? Like, did they not notice the tag? It was so off.
Well, and then House of Black gets to have everybody in the ring the whole time.
Yeah, it was weird. You're right. That match was odd.
Yeah, they just need a little more clarification on what's going on.
But it was pretty good.
Then, I don't know if you guys had this on your feed, but Darius Martin and Action Andretti were like cutting a promo, and then an ad for the NBA totally interrupted it.
They came back and apologized for that.
Yeah.
And then they played it again.
I know. Like, yes.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, because I was worried I would never get to know what was happening there. But we find out that Dante Martin has come back to AEW. And
which is good. I missed him. Yay.
Yeah. More people at AEW, damn it.
More good people. He's good.
Yes.
Oh, dude, what a fucking fun guy to watch wrestle.
I like Andretti, too. I like all those guys.
Okay. I was so anti-Andretti because of how he got introduced to us, really. It's just I'm letting it go. I've made peace with it. And now I get why they want to push him, because he is actually fun, and I do like him in his place that he is now. You know, he's not so full of himself, having just beat whoever he beat. Not gonna talk about it.
Well,
but I like him.
In the war, I'm hoping that because Ric Flair and Mr. Flair, Andretti, are at AEW, that means maybe we'll get a Charlotte someday.
Interesting. That would be awesome.
It would be.
Good Lord.
So then we get a Julia Hart match, which was great, versus Lady Frost. Julia Hart won. It was a house rules match. You know, it was like an endless chop battle. I feel like maybe they were tired.
It was a chop heavy night.
It really was.
Do you know what my honest opinion is? I feel like everybody was a little distracted by Survivor Series. I feel like everybody's kind of like just putting in the moves, not really putting in all the work that they could. Just my thought.
Do you think they were watching in
I feel like they were
their
watching
match
backstage and shit, like getting notes? That's what it felt like, anyway.
Totally possible.
I love both these gals, and I did not love them together. This was pretty mediocre for me.
I do love them both, though, and it was a cute match. It just wasn't a fucking astounding match.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Cute match.
Yeah, they seem like they have very good chemistry, which is probably just inexperience from like not working together. But both of them can go. So I mean, you put some stakes on it. I bet it'd be really good.
Yeah. But so after this, we get a Don Callis and Powerhouse Hobbs interview. Powerhouse Hobbs wearing his big black and jacked shirt. I'm like, that is a fucking ad.
Dude, put it in the Louvre. I thought this promo from Powerhouse Hobbs was so good.
It was really good, although it just made me think Don Callis was an idiot because he bragged about his like 173 IQ and his Mensa membership. And we all know that IQs are made up and Mensa is just a scam. So if he was that smart, he wouldn't pay to be in Mensa.
Oh my God. I have an ex-boyfriend I need to send that clip to. He would not stop bragging about his fucking IQ and his Mensa shit. Oh my God. Yeah.
It's not real. It's all made up.
Thank you.
We all do. We all have an ex-boyfriend that we need to send that clip to.
Oh, yeah. We should send all kinds of terrible things to our ex-boyfriends. That's a different pod.
Good Lord.
That'll be on my Appleton pod.
Oh, the Appleton pod. Well, you're not going to find any Mensas there, so.
Oh my God, Johnny. Stop.
I'm kidding. I love you, Appleton.
I can tell.
This is like a guy who tells you how much he hates you all the time and then is like, but I still love you, baby.
I love you, baby. Come back. Come back to me. Sell the show out.
So after the promo where Don Callis tells us how smart he is, we get FTR versus The Righteous, which was kind of like old school versus old school match. A lot of talking about tag team rankings that I guess matter, but they don't have titles. So, you know, Maybe Tony will make them a belt if they wait long enough.
I'm sure it's in the cards.
I'm
maybe.
sure.
Yeah, so FTR won that one. Malachi Black appears and it goes dark and laughs in a very typical Malachi Black, way. Yeah, then we get that promo again that the NBA cut in on.
Right.
Yep, round 2.
Malachi Black actually name dropped CM Punk.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
right.
good
He
point.
fucking did.
Oh, wait, and he
Wait.
called Claudio by his old name, too.
He called him Cesaro.
Yes.
Then named him.
He called him me.
Dude, yes, I forgot. I was popping over that shit until
talk
CM
about
Punk came out.
Real quick, I just want to talk about FTR. I love FTR, and I really like the Righteous. The Righteous are not over at all.
No.
They got absolutely no crowd reaction at all. And FTR, man, they sure look like they phoned this one in.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody was watching Survivor
They
Series.
really did. Yeah, I was like, oh man, this is like not a typical FTR match. They could
It was another chop match for the ages.
Yeah, everybody seemed just a little not there. I think that's very correct observation, Diane.
I really feel like people were distracted. Maybe they knew. It's like, if you watch wrestling, you're not really watching us tonight. Something like that,
It was a little weird, but
we were the awesome pod.
Yeah,
and
we watched it.
And you know what? Everyone showed up to work, and we all know sometimes you go to work and you half-ass it. Sometimes you quarter-ass it, but showing up to work matters.
Agreed.
Showing up's half the battle.
But, speaking of people who, I don't want to show up, we get Big Bill and Ricky Starks and the Jericho beat up montage again, which is bullshit. And so then Tony Schiavone interviews them about it, and Big Bill is trying to insult Jericho. He's like, "You guys aren't like the Golden Jets, you're the Golden Girls." I'm like, bitch, everybody loves the Golden Girls. Okay. What the fuck?
I gotta say, overall, that promo was pretty weak, but they had a few good lines in there, and I think that was one of them. When Ricky backed him up with, I don't know, he said the lyrics from the theme song and shit. I had to laugh.
Dude, when Ricky was all, we're not even that good of friends. We barely know each other. What's my birthday? He's all, no idea.
I don't know.
Love that.
That shit was funny, dude. I actually thought the promo was pretty good.
Well, see, I think it started out really strong, but then they got really sidetracked and talked about basketball, with no point for about 5 minutes, and then bubblegum, and it's very strong.
Big Bill was bragging about his alcohol withdrawal seizures. I'm like, where is this going?
He was trying to get us, involved in his life, whatever. Okay, fine with that. But literally, there's just 4 minutes of fluff that wasn't insulting, had no point.
Yeah, the basketball player stuff completely lost me, because I know who Jordan is. I know who Rodman is, but,
I got what he was trying to do. I just don't feel like he made his point super effectively.
I thought maybe they were drunk.
Maybe, they're watching Survivor Series too.
Also, with that whole alcohol withdrawal thing, I'm like, and then people clapped. I'm like, you're a fucking heel, dude.
Yeah, good point.
Why trying to make people be like, we love your journey? It's like,
yeah,
that is a very good point.
That's an excellent point. No, tell me you ate the alcohol seizures and then you went back to drinking because that's how badass you are.
Just don't bring it up. And then I have to give Ricky Starks some flowers, because when Big Bill did that whole basketball thing that went way too long, you're so right.
Yes.
Ricky Starks was like, I have no idea who any of those people are, but I know they were good.
He did save the
that guy's good.
That was good timing. Good timing
Ricky
from
Starks
him.
is fucking funny, dude.
He is.
Yeah,
their bubblegum thing was pretty crazy too. It's like, I like strawberry or whatever. It's like, okay, good point to end on there.
That's why I'm like, are they drunk? It was like a wandering, like your uncle wandering around a story that he used to have and forgot the point.
That is exactly what it felt like. And it started really cute. I was like, oh shit, they got him with the Golden Girls thing. And then it's like, they didn't really get him anymore.
Got him.
Yeah, they should have stopped after that. Yeah, end on a high note.
Yeah, end at 30 seconds in. You would have done great.
So after that, we get a Swerve video package, and then Keith Lee versus Lee Moriarty. There are too many Lees. There are too many Adams. Give people fucking unique names. Why does everyone have the same name?
How are there two Wheelers? How the fuck are there two Wheelers?
Yeah, like this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that one is. Yeah, I hadn't. Yeah, there is two Wheelers. They got to figure this shit out.
That's true. One name per person. When I was a stripper, everybody had to have a unique name, which is why I ended up with fucking Charleston. They should adopt that.
You were
fucking
Charleston?
policy. Yeah, man. In Vegas, like you had to have a name that no one else on the roster had within the like last 10 years or something. So everything was taken. So people just started taking their hometowns. So I was fucking Charleston in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. I thought that thing about like picking your hometown as a stripper name was like an urban legend.
Oh no, it's a necessity when like there's 500 girls a night.
Hey, I get it.
Coming next to the shower stage, it's Appleton.
No, okay, you know what? My best friend there, her name was Kirkland. The fucking Sam's Club
That's
brand.
the worst one to have.
Yeah, that is pretty rough.
Oh my god.
Anyway, the point is they can come up with unique names. They should.
They really should, or just, give them a gimmick name. Like give somebody with the Lee name a kill strike switchblade fucking something.
They gotta call Keith Lee Bearcat.
Oh my god,
yes.
I love that.
That's what WWE tried to call him, and I was like, I'm into
What?
this.
I do not remember that. It's amazing.
Or
They called him Bearcat.
Or how about the honey badger? Those things are deadly and ferocious and also kind of cute.
I'm gonna call him Honey Bear. Keith Lee is like a little honey bear.
Oh, I would buy Honey Bear merch from him.
So I'm glad we've brainstormed these Keith Lee gimmick ideas.
Very important points we're making.
Keith, if you listen to the podcast, please come on and tell us how you feel about that.
I think he's going to be called Honey Bear next week.
Yes. So Keith Lee obviously won that one. And in the victory interview, he once again like menaced someone. We don't know who he's coming for, but he's coming for someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Honey Bear. Okay, so from now on the podcast, he's Honey Bear Keith Lee. Got it.
Love it. Love it.
Honey Bear Keith Lee versus Sugar Shane Taylor.
Oh my God, the cute match.
The sweetest matchup of all time.
I am so here for that.
So, speaking of slap fights of the ages, Brody King versus Eddie Kingston for the Continental Classic, Blue League, as I understand the brackets to be. There's a mystery belt. It's confusing. Like, is it a unification or do you win all three? But again,
I don't know.
You win all three, I think, and then you're the Triple Crown. I think Tony Schiavone says something like, "The winner will be a Triple Crown champion."
What? Okay.
Unify the belts.
Whatever. I'm enjoying the journey.
He loves belts.
No, you're right. I just want to get to like the climax, but there is a journey and it's storytelling and stuff.
And we'll figure out the story. They basically spoon feed it to us. We don't have to think about it too hard.
But how long until Eddie Kingston is in the full Santa suit?
I hope so.
Oh.
Yeah, we want it, right?
Yeah, of course we do.
Also, a technical question. Would a heart attack count as a draw? Because as I was watching this Eddie Kingston match, I was like, those guys look winded. Like Brody King looks winded. There was a time where they're all lying in the ring and one of the announcers is like, look at the physicality. Like the physicality of them lying down to take a rest.
It's been a lot of slapping tonight, man. They need a rest.
I liked this. I thought it was by far the best match on Collision.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I love Eddie King. I love Brody King. It was good. Pretty good.
Okay, but that was the best match of the night, arguably, and it was pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but you're right. I think people were kind of phoning it in. But yeah, maybe everybody was distracted because now we can get to the fact that CM Punk showed up at Survivor Series at the WWE. And, you know, AEW has pulled a lot of people from WWE recently. Ronda Rousey, Ric Flair, Sting. You know, we have Saraya. But losing CM Punk and because of the Young Bucks was bad. It was bad for the company.
Well, I don't feel like we really lost him. We gave him away. You know, like he was having a lot of fucking problems, and they made that choice. They knew what they were doing. So
yeah, can we talk about the fact that CM Punk gets fired from everywhere? I'm not an insider, but like he must be just the worst guy to work with.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
He's a straight edge. Dick. You know, he's a huge dick.
I don't even think he would take that as an insult. I think he would say, "Yeah, I am."
No,
he should do drugs. He should just
agree.
Smoke some weed, have a couple drinks. You'll be less of a dick, CM Punk.
Yeah, you know, and I agree. AEW didn't want him, so like, and I 1,000% get why. That said, him going to WWE is dollar signs.
Yeah, he's money. In the business, he's money. No matter how much we dislike him, he's money.
Agreed. I mean, I wish I don't have to work with him, but as a watcher, I wish he'd stayed. But whatever. Right. From the people I know, like backstage wise and stuff, they are really, really happy he's not there anymore.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's way more pleasant.
I would love like inside dirt about that, but I know no one will talk because money.
I'll tell you off the record.
Oh, I want off the record, girl. We got a phone call later. So, I mean,
one of the biggest pops I've ever heard in my life was him.
Yeah, I know.
Crowd. That was ridiculous.
And we won't pretend we don't watch WWE. You know, on the Twitters, some people are apologetic. They're like, "I'm so sorry, I have to go watch Survivor Series." But we like all the wrestling.
We just want you like, man.
Yeah, and we want good wrestling.
I want there to be options. I don't want WWE just to be this big fucking juggernaut that crushes everybody else. I want there to be a place for the people that you know have different outlooks, let's say.
Competition is good for the market, and that's us, the viewer.
I want them to have a fair shake, a fair chance, and not be crushed like so many people that have tried before them were, you know?
This is why I keep referencing WCW and the Monday Night Wars. We actually have more wrestling on TV right now than like ever since then. If you think about it, we have multiple AEW shows. We got WWE shows. If you people watch New Japan, there's all kinds of wrestling, and that's great for us.
Yeah, like love all wrestling. That's great. Just don't just they have the money and the clout to just do away with, you know, anybody that's starting and dares to you know, go against them.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm pulling for the little guys, which I know it's funny to call Tony Khan a fucking little guy, but comparatively, you know, he kind of
in the business. But I want Kaiju Big Battle on prime time, you guys. Have you guys watched Kaiju Big Battle?
No.
Okay, so it's a Japanese style wrestling where everybody is dressed as a kaiju. So like Godzilla, Mothra,
oh my God,
all the giant monsters are called kaijus. And then there's in the ring is like a tiny little city, and then they wrestle on it.
Where can we watch this?
Go to YouTube. Also, I've referenced so many times that I think wrestling is like ballet. It's like classical theater. And so I took the Swerve Strickland death match and I set it to classical music, and I uploaded it to my YouTube, so you can see that on YouTube/Mistress Harley.
Well, awesome. I will definitely be checking that out.
I tagged you in some tweets, girl. You'll see it. But
I haven't been on social as much, but I'll find it.
It's all good. But we gotta do awards.
Yay.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's start off with the John Holm Biggest Dick of the Week award. I'm giving it to fucking CM Punk.
I'm too, actually. I'm giving it to CM Punk.
We almost renamed it at some point because he was getting it every fucking week. And even when he's not here, he's still getting it.
Yeah, I want to be
Yeah.
contrary, but yeah, CM Punk.
This is honorary. It's an honorary award for him. Even though he wasn't on any of the shows that we were covering, really.
He impacted it. That's for sure.
Boy, did he look smug walking
Oh
out
my
there.
God, I know.
Too
Fuck.
smug.
So smug. Fuck off. Ugh.
I can't wait to see somebody beat the smug right off of his face. That's what I'll be watching for.
I feel like his true self is going to come out, and I don't think he's going to be there that long. I don't think he's going to be loved that long. I think they're going to figure out why the fuck AEW said no thank you.
I want to see it.
I got a prediction.
Go for it.
He's gonna be the world champion of that fucking promotion this time in April.
Ah!
Write it down. He's gonna beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Oh my
he's
God, gross.
gonna be the world champion. I
But
fucking
he
write
gets
it down
hurt
right
all
now.
the time too. He'll be hurt before that.
He might get hurt. I don't
Yeah,
ever
and he
wish
doesn't do
anything on people, but
drugs.
He might get hurt.
And he doesn't do drugs. So once he's hurt, he's kind of out.
Yep, for sure. All right, well, let's move on to happier things. The Dewey Riley hero of the week. Who you got?
I'm going with the boys because I watched a human being bend a steel chair, and I've never seen that. I've watched a lot of wrestling. I've never seen somebody go back into a steel chair and fucking bend it and walk away.
Wow, yeah, that's a very good point. Who you got, Johnny?
I'm gonna go with Edge. Oh wait, I'm gonna go with Adam Copeland. God,
it's so hard not to say Edge.
I'm gonna go with Adam Copeland. He looked just vicious and mean, and I know the things he was doing wasn't necessarily heroic, but yeah,
no,
I
he
thought
did save the boys.
Power.
That is exactly. So I was torn. I was like, does this count as heroic? Because he came in and beat the shit out of Luchasaurus, but it was in the name of like honor. So I think he's my pick too.
Also, he cut a really strong promo directly to the camera after that match, backstage. Lexi, is that her name? Lexi?
Yeah. The friendship promo, as I called it.
He was like, go away, I'm mad. And then she left, and then he directly into the camera. I thought it was pretty good shit by old Adam Copeland. Very edgy.
Side note, he is on RJ City's pod this week if you want to check out AEW.
Yeah. Also, RJ City gets Adam Copeland to belly laugh multiple times, and I think it's very cute.
Aww. Love it. I love them together. Okay, so Freddie versus Jason match or showdown of the week.
I'm already gonna say Luchasaurus and the boys. Like clearly, that was my favorite. It was.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it was kind of slim pickings this week.
I know.
I would probably Collision felt very much like a B show this week. I would probably go with Brody King and Eddie Kingston because I just thought it was probably the most competitive, match that was on either show. But honorable mention to the Shibata and Wheeler Yuta match, which I thought was really solid for Rampage.
That was a very solid match.
Well, I haven't seen that one yet, so I will go back and check it out for sure. But I guess I have to go with Eddie Kingston. It was, it was cute. It was fun. Yay.
Yay.
And we didn't even rate it. We didn't rate our.
Oh my God, you're right. Harley.
Well, let's do awards and then rate.
Okay. So let's finish up with the Ric Flair Fashion Icon Award.
Fashion icons, yes. Lady Frost, her outfit was awesome.
She looked amazing.
And it was on gimmick, like it was all frosty and, winter themed, and she looked hot.
She looked way too amazing to just have, had a mediocre match.
Yeah, she came dressed for the ball. And,
both of them did. They both looked fucking amazing. Both their outfits were fucking
I thought they both looked great. I'm gonna go with Edge because it was actually Adam Copeland. God damn, how much weed have I smoked tonight?
Was it the Ric Flair kind?
It's definitely not. I would be fucking fully lucid at this point.
Oh man.
I will say that I thought Edge looked as he's had a hard time in his aged years looking cool. I think he actually looked cool last night. So I got to give him some props. I thought his outfit looked dope. He looked like a legitimate badass. And then he did badass things. So good on you, old AC.
And, let's give a little props to Luchasaurus. His little kill switch outfit was very, very intimidating. Very nice.
I mean, his Yoshi outfit's going to be cooler, but
I agree.
Luchasaurus always comes dressed, man. Like,
That
he's always serving dinosaur, and I appreciate that.
Always.
He's dressed to kill switch. I'll see myself out.
It was worth the mention just for that joke.
There you go.
We're going to start making you do shots every time you do a pun.
Okay.
Well, I like it.
Probably have one every 4 episodes.
That is not true, Johnny. I gotta also ask though, like, where is Jericho? Where's the Acclaimed? I'm watching, and I'm like,
Jericho's hurt.
You got beat the shit out of him.
I know, but they could do an interview. Big Bill got an interview about beating him up.
I have a feeling they'll do an interview next week.
Okay, but where's the Acclaimed?
I mean, Claim have been working. I think they've had maybe like a week off, right? They've been around.
Well, I didn't get to see them at the live show. I didn't get to see them at this show. I had no scissoring, not one scissor.
I would have scissored you. Just ask.
Oh, Diana, don't worry. We'll scissor a lot.
Yay!
Good Lord. This is
you won't get this on other wrestling podcasts.
Yeah, there you go. You don't get it.
All right, so now we rate, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What are we rating with?
That's
bent steel chairs.
Oh yeah, that's
sure.
Good enough. Yeah, let's go with it. It's the first thing.
That's the best we got this week. I'm gonna give it 3.5.
I give it 3.
I also give it 3. I thought it was. I thought it. Yeah, pretty lackluster, but it wasn't terrible.
Right, it was fun. It's just I think it just didn't help that it was up against like such a powerhouse show.
Yeah, the Ghost gave it 3.5.
Oh, that was nice of the Ghost.
I may be wrong. But I felt like it was a power move. I thought Tony was doing a power move, and I liked it.
The Ghost is telling me they missed the last 20 minutes because they wanted to see if CM Punk was debuting on Survivor Series.
You could catch up on that later, man.
Yeah.
I know. He's fucking, I don't know, a traitor.
I guess. Ooh. Ghost, you're on my fucking shit list.
He'll be back for Dynamite. He's saying he'll be back for Dynamite.
All right. I'll see you on Wednesday, Ghost.
But he is going to watch Raw, he's telling me. I'm like, whoa.
Go!
I know. Everyone's going to watch Raw. Just admit it.
I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I'll just watch that clip.
I'm not going to stop watching AEW. It doesn't matter what else you watch. I'm going to watch 90 Day Fiancé after this. But I'm still going to watch AEW.
Oh, yeah. I'm an AEW tried and true. That said, I will have to tune into Raw tomorrow.
Yeah, just watch AEW also.
Yeah, that's all we're asking. Give Peace a chance.
All right, well, unless we have anything else to talk about, I'm going to make you guys cut a promo.
Oh, no.
We could do in the style of Randy the Macho Man Savage.
Yeah.
No.
I can't do it. What I will say is that next weekend I'll be at the San Francisco Punchline Brother. Starting on Thursday, 1 show, 2 shows on Saturday, 2 shows on Sunday. Come check them out. They're going to be fun. And don't forget New Year's Eve with Doug Benson at the Sacramento Punchline. And more shit on my Twitter and my Instagram and all that shit at Hipsterocracy. So go follow.
Awesome. I'm just, it's getting close to time where I need to start promoting for real the Christmas special coming up on December 15th, which I can say if you're a wrestling fan, might have a little bit of Danhausen again. Who's to say? The last drive-in, December 15th, we're raising money for charity and showing 2 movies that I really like. So yay. Oh, wait, and I can also probably say, fuck it. Robin, who was a guest on our pod last week, she's going to be a guest on the Christmas episode. So,
woo!
Awesome.
Yay!
We love Robin.
She's so fun.
I imagine your makeup's going to look fantastic.
I bet it's gonna be so great.
Oh yes, I can't wait to watch the Christmas episode because like I need horror for Christmas. It's a horrible time of year.
I love Christmas horror,
I
like
love
anything
it too.
horror day.
I love it too.
Yes.
Horror day holler. It's hard for me not to say horror day. Any holiday horror movies, I just like eat that shit up. So
Yeah.
I love that we get to show
Black
scary.
Christmas I watch every year. Black Christmas to me is such
Oh, the
Which
original
one?
Black Christmas.
a nice.
Is
Yeah,
my
Margot
favorite.
Kidder.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So
I
fucking
like
good.
2006 Black Christmas much better.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
I grew up on the original. I love it
Me
for
too.
nostalgia.
Me too.
I saw 2006 first and then went back and said,
Oh,
nothing
fair.
like this one. I like that one better. It has people cookies. I mean, you can't beat that.
I
What
think
I
the
love
one
about
you
the
see first
original-
matters.
I think so too.
The original one, what I love is like it's a slasher flick, but it like predates even like Halloween and stuff. So I loved it. I thought it was great. I
And
still
you
love
know, it never stops being scary. Like look in your closets. The calls are coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the only one that cuts my promo in the style of Randy
Sorry,
the
go
Macho
for it.
Man Savage.
it.
Oh, yeah. If you love Mistress Harley, like all the wrestlers love Mistress Harley, you can find Mistress Harley on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, and MistressHarley.com.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Charlie, fuck yeah.
Good job.
I got to have some fun.
I'm gonna cut mine. I'll cut mine next week like Leaping Lanny Kaffa. I'll do it.
Oh, okay. You'll rise to the challenge.
I will. I will rise to the challenge.
But
You
see,
know,
I know I'm
Leaping
still.
Lanny had a huge dick. Do you guys ever hear that?
I have heard that actually.
Yeah.
We
he's
have
got
to
a
do an
fucking
episode just
enormous
about that.
hog.
Special bonus: wrestlers' dicks.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yes.
wrestlers' dicks. Let's go. I'm here for it. Love to see.
Okay. On that note.
On that note, thank you for listening. I'm Mistress Harley. That's Johnny Taylor, and that's Darcy the Mail Girl. And we will be covering more wrestling later.
Namaste, W.
Namaste, AEW.
Namaste, W.
Yay!
I did it.
Good work. All right.
So proud.
Good job, you guys.